Hey, beautiful, beautiful people out there. Thank you for being here today or for watching this whenever we finish today. We will save this video, of course, so that you can come back and look at it. Today we are inviting Reve Terborg, and I will give a short intro to who Reve is. I will also invite her into this live. So literally into my life, but also into this life. Hey, the Faye. Here. All right, so as the Faye is coming on, hey,
Hey!
you're here. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you. Yay.
Yay, thank you for being here, dear. I just to start off, I just want to give you a bit of a beautiful welcome. I hope it is. So just to share with everybody, Rafay is has become in a short period and unexpected time in my life a seriously good friend, and I'm really honored to be working with you and to have you in my life and to have you here on today, and just to give people a bit of an insight in who you are and what you do. I would love to kind of let everybody know that Refay is a professional dancer. She really is an artist. She has traveled the world and she still does, because right now you see her in the jungle.
Some beautiful
um,
plants on the
and
background.
yes, I mean, wow, what a power woman you are.
Thank you.
Um, she's the co-founder of the Energy Movement, and yes, you are, as I see you, a multi-potential. I mean, at heart, you are a healer, you are a teacher in so many ways, like spiritually, but and using dance or movement as a tool. But I
Mm.
also see you as a teacher in meditation, in all the wisdom that you possess, and you are a true art-based preneur, and it really is an honor to have you in my life. Um,
Aw.
yes.
Thank
So
you.
maybe I missed out on some things, but is there anything that you'd like to say to start today?
Um, no, that was amazing actually. I feel like uh like actually I think 6 months ago I've done a lot of amazing things like touring and dance shows, and super grateful for what I've been doing until now. And 6 months ago, I did a couple of workshops at the Bewustzijnsschool in Amsterdam. It's called the Consciousness School, if
Yes,
I translate it.
it really is awesome. Go check it out. I love it too.
Yes, it's really awesome. It has helped me actually also to uh, create the life I'm living right now actually, and I feel at home also. I think the closest to home that I've ever felt right now where I am, and I did this workshop, and it was called happiness in working life, and this was 6 months ago. And then a couple of months later I met Feline because she invited me for a great project that we do that helps to um, go against plastic pollution. And um, and I'm so happy to be working with her. It's like, and I think the workshops has led into this also. I'm always so happy to have contact with her. So I'm super, super, super grateful to have you in my life, and always a pleasure.
Thank you, dear. Ah, that's a big gift.
Yeah.
Well, well, today then, now we are here. We kind of had a talk, of course, before coming on live today, and you shared with me a couple of topics that are really close to your heart, and one of them is the one that we chose to dive into is your senses, using the senses. And today's topic really is like how to use your senses to get in the now. And maybe you would you be willing to kind of share how you came to that topic and what it means to you?
Yeah. Senses. Well, I think well, the first thing that pops into my mind right now is that when I was in I did a dance academy in Amsterdam, and you have this course, like we were rated also, like every school, I think. And
Yeah.
then we had these scores on performance, and I always had very high scores on performance, like some technical stuff, because I started really late. Well, usually people start with ballet at the age of 6, 7, 8 years old,
Mhm.
and then you continue, and then then you're very, because it takes a lot of time to get this technique. And I actually started ballet when I started this academy. So I did a lot of hip hop and other things. So I had, like, technically I had some things to work on, but like
Mhm.
performance wise, I always rated the highest scores. And
Cool.
yeah, and what I think it's also because I was they said always I was a very well performer, because I was really there in the now. And sensibility was always something I scored very highly on.
Mm.
And I also see that in the work that I've done after, like the performances that I did, the auditions that I did, the directors that worked with me, um, they picked me because I had something, also like being really there in the moment at that time. And even like picking up, I remember somebody saying like I was picking up a spoon, and I did it so with all my attention that it was like captivating in that sense. So and yeah, this is also what I have built it, I think, my energizers and energy movement on, to actually forget about technique and forget about things that you can or cannot do, and just put your attention in your attention in your intention, and then everything will work out. It doesn't matter if you're trained or not, um, what you have done or what you will do, and just go purely with your intention, and then everything will work out for you.
Beautiful. I love the thing that just flowed in, like attention into your intention. I mean, wow.
Wow,
Um,
yeah, that just popped in, yes.
that, that was, yeah, yes, it's beautiful. And thanks for sharing that. And also maybe to give viewers a bit of context around what getting into the now actually means, like in a broader sense, maybe, but also what it means to you. Maybe you could share with us. Have you had have you been through moments that you weren't in the now, and when you've learned to do that, what did it bring you? You know, what did it give you?
I can give the example with actually my whole dance training in the academy.
Mhm.
Was like in classes I could be super insecure, like, because there I was with people in class that had, like, they had 12 years of ballet already, or 15 years. And
Yeah.
I knew I was good in performing, but like um, technique and training, I could make myself very small. This is also what I got back from teachers then. Like, I could make myself in classes very small, and they said it was not necessary, but for me, I was like a little bit overwhelmed sometimes by other people around me.
Yeah.
And the I think the thing that I did when I was performing, um yeah, there is something that I feel like that it was my sacred space, and also I had no choice. And I let everything go about how flexible I was, or how high my leg could go, how many turns I could do. I just forgot about everything. It just went. And yeah, that brought me like, yeah, that brings me like into the now. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Beautiful.
yeah. I think it's beautiful. You give this example of feeling insecure, and that it when bringing yourself back into the now, you kind of forget of that insecurity, right? And you'll feel free to be there, like really be there. And I'm just thinking, or what it brings in my mind is that I recognize this with insecurity, but it might also help when people are really like often in their minds, right? In the head, it might also just help you really connect with your body
Hmm.
on all
Hmm.
senses, like um, getting in touch with your energy centers, like your chakras, or maybe being able to really ground yourself. I think I think that is, for me, that also is part of using your senses to be in the now. I also thought of, I've seen you dance. I've danced with you. It was amazing. And I've seen you do these performances and really being, um, how do you say that? Like really being awake and aware in the moment. So this is what I also understand with being in the now and the way you express it. Um, I'm also thinking of maybe senses like feeling, being in the now. But are there other senses that appeal to you when you speak about senses? What do you speak about then? Feeling,
I think
seeing, hearing.
yes. And also the energy of the space. I use this when
Mhm.
I'm performing or when I'm teaching. I never prepare. I work best when I prepare a bit. Like I have to know what I'm like globally gonna do, but I
Yeah,
leave a lot of room for myself to create also in the moment, because uh, if I have something in mind already, and yeah, like what I'm gonna do, I don't really look. I don't really connect with the energy of the people in the room, the
yeah.
space of the room I'm in. So it's also like energetic. You feel an energy in the room. You feel the room has a certain energy. The people around you have a certain. They bring a certain energy with them,
Mhm.
and to do something with that energy. Yeah, you have to, yeah, you can open yourself by seeing, by listening also really what people have to say. And I think your heart, you feel other people with your heart, and really dare to have your heart like totally open, and then all the information will come to you for you to work with it, to let happen what should happen at that moment.
Yes, I think. Wow, this is beautiful. I can't wait because I know that you've prepared also something, but we'll leave that to a bit at the end of today's talk, of course. But just to have people that watch this video know that we'll be doing an exercise to get you in the now and use those senses. But
Yes.
because Urufei has prepared something for us, so I'm really
Yeah.
excited that you did that. But before we dive into that, yeah, I'm curious if you could maybe share with us, um, as long as you want to be that open, of course, and correct me when I'm wrong and things. But have you been through things in life, and what things have really awakened you to, at some point, dare to do that acting study, for example? Or have you been through some lows as well to get you into why you wanted to learn all this, and how what helped you strengthen those gifts of yours.
Mm. Mm. Well, I actually, like me dancing.
Mhm.
I started dancing. Well, my family always told me I was dancing before I could walk, actually. So I would
Nice.
lift myself up in the in the box when I was a baby, and
Mhm.
uh, and then I would. Whenever Michael Jackson would come on, I would then dance, and that was before I was actually walking. And then actually I got super, I was very, as a kid I was very I was super aware of what was happening in our house, and um the relationship with yeah, my father was also very sick.
Mhm.
My father had cancer, and he couldn't stand sound, and if I was playing, that it was too much for him, so he would say like, you lower it down.
Okay.
And then I was a very quiet kid, very responsible. I was watching also after other nieces and nephews when I was pretty young also.
Mm.
And I really wanted to dance, actually. And I didn't dare to say to my mom that I wanted to take dance classes. And well, I think somehow when I was 13, it grew so much in me, this longing, that I was like, I'm gonna go look for dance classes myself. My father passed away at that time,
Mm.
and yeah, I went for it. I went to look for one, and it was in a dungeon. And in a cafe, a dungeon of a cafe, and it was super dark, but it was super cool. It was the coolest like hip hop dance school in Amsterdam, actually, at that time. And then I started, and it was everything I wished for, and I felt at
Mm.
home. And it gave me so much energy again and power. Also, after this period of being very, I thought I was very responsible and taking care of everybody in the house.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. So, and I needed to let it go, just do me. So, yeah, this was a very significant period.
Thank you
Uh,
so much for daring to share that with us here, and for opening up in that way. And I, well, I'm sure that many people can relate to that, to know these periods in life as well that you go through, that that actually awaken this inner hunger, or urge, or kind of your soul calling out to you, like, this is what you need to do, right?
yeah.
And I really resonate with you, like knowing what it's like to have a father get cancer, or the fear of losing loved ones, or well, not in every sense, of course, but in many ways. I recognize that, and I know how much pain that you'll go through as well. I mean, you know, life is always all senses, and to be in the now, to me, but maybe you have an add-on to this later.
Mm.
Being in the now to me means accepting all those parts of you, right? To be in the now and be fully aligned with your body and that energy that is there, um, in a way that actually welcomes every feeling that is there, right?
Mm.
But
Mm-hmm.
to me, that means that I've known periods in life, for example, where I, I've had some traumas back way back. Worked on it for many years, and some of those traumas, for example, caused me to sometimes really dissociate, go out of my body, not daring to be in the now, because if I would feel things that I didn't want to feel, right?
Mm. Yes.
So I'm curious, like, how do you relate to that, or what does that mean to you when it comes to using those senses as well?
No, yeah, totally recognizable for me, totally. And sometimes, you know, it has been a journey, what you say. Like, I've also been working on it for years because in this period, also with my dad, I didn't
Hmm.
give my own grief or my own pain space. Like, I
Hmm.
actually shut down, that I wanted to play, that I wanted to scream in the house, that I was sad that he passed away.
Yeah.
Um, Actually, when he passed away, I my reaction was, I was with my mom and she told me, and my mom was crying
Mm.
so much, and I thought, if I'm gonna cry too now as well, I thought that my mother would not be able to take it because she was
Yeah.
so sad already.
Hmm.
um so I swallowed, I think, everything that I was feeling, and I actually went to bed. This was my reaction. Like, I had a, yeah, I went to sleep. She told me, and we sat together, and then I went to sleep. I was 10 years old.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, this yeah, it's pretty big. This has had a big impact on me, and still now, even, yeah, of course, of not of course, but even now I still have moments that I rather run away from what I'm exactly feeling in a moment than
Hmm.
letting it really be there in some situations.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And but for me, like, really, exactly what you just said, to dare to let it be, to really feel your body, really feel what's there, connect with your body, indeed, your belly, your root chakra, all the way down to your feet and even lower, and breathe through it. But dancing really, really helps for me. It's really healing, healing yeah, transforms this situation for me.
Yes. Thanks so much for sharing that. I mean, this is so beautiful. Maybe I took us in the happy vibes a bit of lower vibes, but now back to happy vibes. But of
Exactly.
like this is how it goes, right? I think all of us human beings have been through hardships in order to find out what kind of tools work for you. Like this can be meditation, this can be yoga, but for some people that does not fit. And then for some it's um, like tools that make you laugh, or in your case, the things that you offer people. I think it's so special because you help people really get into their physicality by this movement, and it goes beyond the simple part of dancing, right? It's really a spiritual experience, and it is. I think it's such a beautiful tool, and it's so unique. Um, and now I know that you do this in your live classes as well on your Instagram, right? People can find you
Yes.
there. Um,
Yeah.
but you also kind of have an extra add-on to that. Like you, of course, perform as well as a professional performer, so people can find you on your website to really really book you for movies, for well, what can people book you for?
Well, yeah, I'm really versatile. So my study was jazz, and I did a lot of style. So I'm an all-round dancer, as they
Yeah.
would say. So I do live performances, and I also do a lot of performances on screen. This is something I rolled into when I was 18. Um, that I actually did a lot of things on video.
Mhm.
Um, so I act also. I I model also. I do modeling jobs, and I choreograph also. And this also for um, I'm pretty specialized by now, actually, in choreographing for video or movies, because it's a little bit of a different mindset than a really live performance.
Yeah.
Um, and it's amazing because from one thing I was asked into another, and then into another, and I've done really awesome big productions, actually, on film, and also off
Beautiful.
screen I choreograph as well. So yeah,
Yes, there
that's
you go. Like, what a multi-potential you are. You have so many things that you do. It's beautiful.
a
And
lot.
and then you right now with your live classes also for your energy movement, you are actually you are actually adding on an extra tool on that, right? Could you maybe explain a bit on where you're currently based and what you are doing, what you're trying to collect with these lives, these sessions?
Well, yeah, so I'm in the rainforest, actually, and this is also a whole new chapter. And I have to laugh. I was just now, before we were doing this, I was sitting in a real I'm in an indigenous village in the rainforest, and it's really basic. My love, my husband, he's not my husband, but I call him my husband. He's the father of my kid, is an indigenous man.
Mhm.
um, and I'm next to a beautiful river, and I was just there drinking their really typical drink with all these Native American guys and women, and they're talking their language that they have talked. Is very tribal. It's very everything is tribal here.
Mm.
Um, and I'm now next to a fire. We cook on real fire with wood, and like I'm learning again, actually, so many new things. And it's everything here is like Gaia. Everything is Earth, and this is also, yeah, this has to do with embodiment as well, and rooting yourself in your body. And this is why I love to do my classes here, from the jungle, and bring this energy, because it's very pure. It's almost impossible to to come here. I've experienced this. It took me, like, literally, it took me 2 years. And there's also a chief of the village, and he has to allow you to be in the village. Like, I'm actually the only person that's not Native American, uh, that's living here. And whoa, I'm saying this and I'm like, whoa, it's very special. So yeah, I would love, I love to bring, also the energy of the earth, and the wisdom of the jungle, actually, with my classes to the people.
Yes, I think, wow, you're such a special soul, and your story is like amazing. And I really like pray for you that it might be that many people will hear your story, that of you and your husband, because it's such a beautiful one. And what I just maybe wanted to hop on for you is that you give these energy movements from the jungle, right? You do these live classes, and you are actually saving up for a special tool to help people there in the jungle, right?
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
so what is that?
I am. My husband was asking if he could give my kid water. Yeah, het is goed. Het is goed. we are actually saving for a solar panel, because, like, we have to charge our phones to give these energizers. I have to charge my phone to give these energizers, and uh, I also make clips of my husband, because he does really amazing. He does everything. He knows everything in this jungle, in the nature. And
Yeah.
I also would like to share that. I'm also sharing that online. And
Yes.
yeah. so to be able to continue it and to continue keeping the classes, so now if we charge our phones, we have to
Mhm.
walk 20 minutes to a place and then walk 20 minutes back, which is fine because I love to walk, but
Yeah.
it's the guy that has this solar panel is also, it's not always available. So it's always a thing, like to be able to do my energizers online. It's like I'm 2 days before I'm preparing everything, that everything is charged and stuff. So it would be amazing if we have our own solar panel, so that yeah, we can at least charge our phones. And
Yes.
yeah, let's see.
And maybe even have a light in your little cabin, right?
Yes, yes, that would be also amazing to have light, because now uh at 6 it's dark here, and I put my our baby girl in the hammock already and myself, and we sleep at 7 o'clock because there's no light. Everybody, like the whole village, actually sleeps very early because there's no light, and there are amazing stars, but it's sometimes it's handy in the night also with a baby girl to have light to see
Yeah.
what she's doing, what I'm doing, bugs and stuff. So yeah.
Yes. Well, I hope that many people that see this know how to find you, where to find you. We will of course put your links all in the comments and the posts wherever this video will be posted, so people can find you and your beautiful energizers and maybe support your beautiful cause as well.
Yay.
That would be awesome.
Yes.
And maybe before we get into your beautiful exercise that you've prepared for us, do you have maybe something to share, or maybe you'd like to kind of give a bit of context for your exercise? Yes, what is there left to say?
All right. Well, I will give an energizer of 10 minutes.
All right,
Uh, it goes a little bit in a wave. So this time we're gonna start. Um, it's an energizer, so we're gonna yeah go for high energy. So we're gonna start a
good.
little bit up, and
All
then
right,
tone it down a little bit, and then yeah, go up again. Yeah, I think this is nice before we start to share.
awesome. I
Let's
will
just give
um
it a little wave.
I will just be here and dance with you.
Hmm.
And everybody watching can of course join
Yeah,
whenever they feel like it.
sure. All right. Okay,
Yes, ready?
yes, I'm gonna put my chair away, and then
I'll put out my vest because it might be just way too warm. All right.
okay, yeah, probably. That's a good idea. I hope you guys can see me though. Let's see. Anyway, you don't have to look at me. I will just talk you through.
All right.
Um, and it's your dance. The most important thing is that you enjoy yourself. These are our neighbors. They can
Ready?
dance with me if they want. And enjoy yourself. I just give tools and inspiration, and take it how you and connect it to how you feel right now. Would you like to move?
All right.
Okay.
Thank you,
All
dear.
right. Yay. Okay. I'm so I have 3 tracks,
All right.
and I'm gonna give the exercise before every track.
Mhm.
And the first track, we're gonna um, undo our muscles from our skin,
Okay.
and we're gonna do that on the inside of the body.
Wow. All right. Cool.
And it's, you can do with that whatever you feel like. So if you feel that there's um a tight spot somewhere, like, oh, my skin is very tight on my body here, it's just a visualization, then
All
you
right.
move your shoulders a bit extra, or your knees, or your
Okay.
feet, or your hands.
All
All
right.
right. I'm gonna put on the track, and also just enjoy the track, of course. If
Thank
you if
you.
enjoy the track. Okay. So we can start with our hands or our elbows or shoulders. You can feel for yourself. Feel some tight spots in your body. Where you feel like, I could have a little bit more space there. My neck, maybe my shoulders. I feel my back a little bit. Scan your body. You can scan your body all the way down to your toes to feel what you would like to move. Create a little bit more space from the inside out. All right. And I think now we feel already a little bit more loose, like we loosened up our our um, our skin, like
Yes.
a package around us. Does it feel like it's a little bit more loose?
Yes, for sure. I noticed really consciously suddenly that my lower back, for example, is pretty tight, and it really helps. Thanks.
Oh, great, great. I also was moving my stuitje. I don't know how to say it in English. A lot. So yeah, that was nice to move that also to loosen it up. All right,
Yeah.
great. So now with this loose skin actually that we have, we're gonna visualize our skin actually as a balloon, our suit, and we're gonna fill that suit up and empty that suit. So we don't have any bones anymore, no muscles, nothing, only our skin actually.
Okay.
And and what we're gonna do is when we breathe out, we're gonna let everything, the air of the balloon, the air in our suit, in our skin, we're gonna drop it totally into the ground. We're gonna let it go. And when we breathe in, we're gonna breathe in new energy out of the floor into our suit, into our body. And expand like a big balloon. And on the breath out, we're gonna let it drop again into the floor.
Okay. Okay.
And whatever shape comes out, it can be that the balloon comes out like this, and the next time like this. Everything is fine.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
I'm gonna put on the
I'm
track.
just gonna move a bit so that I don't um, bump my head and stuff.
Oh yeah, sure. Important. I'm gonna put on the track. My laptop is mixing it already. My yes, we're gonna go. How was that? How was that for you?
It was beautiful. It felt more like a more meditative breath work kind of thing. It was really awesome.
Nice, great. It was, yeah, it was yeah, too, I think I feel a little bit more expanded also, like my suit is a little bit more stretched even
Yeah.
than the one before. So
Yes.
I think we're then with that we're ready for our last one. And I have a track. I love this track. um, what we're gonna do, we have three phases for the next track. The first phase, we're gonna move our skin. Actually, yeah, we're gonna visualize that we, when we move through the air, we're always moving through a certain substance, even if it's just air.
Okay.
Um, and now we're gonna visualize that we move through other things than just air, actually. So the first one, the first phase, we're gonna move our skin through feathers, like beautiful, soft feathers.
Nice.
That's gonna be your whole skin, like all the way. Yeah, you can try to feel like all the way from your fingers down to your feet, to move like these beautiful feathers. I don't know how it would feel for the person doing this. Maybe a little bit ticklish. Maybe it's a nice sensation.
Yeah.
So the first one is feathers. The second one is gonna be like chocolate mousse. It's a little bit thicker. It's a little bit a thicker texture. Like how would it feel if you would move through chocolate mousse? And the third one is gonna be clay. So that's even more a thicker texture. You're probably gonna engage a little bit more muscle.
Yeah. Cool.
Just, yeah, just see how it feels. I'm gonna put on the track and we're gonna go for it.
All right.
Aight. Okay. Mm, play. All right, the first one, feathers. You can move your whole body against these feathers and think, how would it feel? How would it actually feel? I'm actually looking at a feather right now, which is really cool. All right. And I'm looking at another feather called Felina because Felina is also beautiful feather. I wanted to say, and
Thank you.
yes, uh, and now we're gonna go to the chocolate mousse. So we're
Woohoo!
gonna continue and go through.
Chocolate mousse. Oh, for some reason, the Reve has just left, so I will invite you back, girl. We were in the middle of a beautiful exercise with Reve for the people coming on right now. And she's in the jungle, so that might mean that she has lost service for some reason. So I will try and invite her back when possible. Sending you the invitation now.
Oh,
Yay! There you are
it was
again.
disconnected.
Have
Shall we
fun.
finish it?
Let's
Or
finish.
we're already okay, all right. So we were
Yes,
going to the chocolate mousse, right?
yes. Chocolate
All
mousse.
right. Okay, let's do the chocolate mousse. All right, and let's do the clay. It's like 30 seconds more of the track, and we're gonna move through a clay texture.
All right.
A little bit thicker. Yay. All right, and now we're gonna just give ourselves a shake, just to let everything go. Relax the face and the head, your brain.
Ooh.
You can make a sound. All right.
Thank you so much for doing this
Yes.
with us and for us and being of service to us in this beautiful way. Thank you,
Thank
dear.
you. Thank you for your invitation. It was amazing. I was very super happy to do it.
Woo! Well, I could feel
Yeah.
that happiness and your beautiful vibes today again. Um, I just need to get to my breath again because I have not danced like this in a while. So I need to do some extra sports. But really
Oh,
happy
dancing.
dancing. Yes. Just to kind of get today to this beautiful finish or ending. I I really love the work that you do. I think it's amazing, and you're such a special being. I really hope that everybody will go and check out your links and all the things that you do. But maybe just to give us not just like a really abrupt ending. I would love to kind of get into this flow with you. Is there anything that you'd like to share? Is there maybe like a saying or some motto or something that you carry around in life that you really think other people should hear or know about?
Hmm. Yeah, well, that's yeah, cool. I my motto actually, but um, if I yeah, it's if I do something, I want to do it with all that I have. I think this also um, relates to putting all your attention in one intention, to not
Yes.
make yeah to not make half decisions, but if you do something, to take all your energy into that. And yeah, I think this is something I live by. Yeah, I try to live by.
Yes, that's so beautiful. Like it's the best advice there, right? To help people really be in the now and really like give all that energy to that specific thing that they're focusing on. And it might also help a lot of people with a lack of focus because that's like we are all human beings. Of course, we sometimes lack focus, but
Mm-hmm.
this is really a tool to get you back into that intention and really get you here. And yeah, thank you so much, dear Reve, for sharing all that and all these beautiful gifts. I really enjoyed it. It was amazing. You made my
Yeah.
day, and
Yes, you made mine as well. So
thank
happy
you,
to do
dear.
it.
Well, this I think this is a beautiful end of this today's talk, and I will upload this video to all my social media channels so that people can find us back and find you and the links and everything that they maybe want to ask you. Go do that. I would say to everybody, and thanks for today. I will be checking in with you later after this call. Okay.
Yes, thank you so much, and everybody that will watch this.
Yes.
Very nice. And yeah, I also saw just before I logged in that you had some other calls already this week. Um, and it was I saw it very quick and it looks really cool. So I'm gonna check them out. I think I will learn from it as well.
Thank you, dear. Yes, that is
Yes.
yes, thanks. That one of them is Mac Atram, and this is one. This he has been one of my teachers and trainers.
Mm,
Also a bit in stage performance, and he gave me these beautiful chances to learn. And it might be good to go check him out as well because yeah, he's a special
yeah.
soul. So.
Yay! I'm gonna do it. Yes, for sure.
Cool. All right.
Uh,
Well, thank you, dear, for today, and speak soon.
yes. Thank you.
Bye.
Ciao.